Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today is another sneak peek at the new autumn-winter catalogue, which is available from the 5th of September for customers. Demonstrators can get a pre-order a little earlier, like myself. So this is the lovely cover, which gives you some ideas of some of the beautiful things that's inside it. So if you want a copy, please let me know and I'll be happy to put one in the post for you. So the stamp set we're looking at today is Peaceful Noel. Now, as you can see, it's got some lovely Christmas fill the season with happiness. May your Christmas be holly, jolly and bright. Noel, Merry Little Christmas. And there's some lovely leaf images, two-step stamping, sort of buds, flowery sort of images, two-step stamping, a little sprig of fir, another leaf image, two-step stamping, a lovely little splodge, and a little sort of Christmas corner piece that you can use. And then there's some tiny weeny little dots down the side. But like everything, I like to use a stamp set all year round. And this one lends itself to all different types of the year. So Christmas isn't until December the 25th. So I thought I would show you something that you can do with this lovely stamp set apart from Christmas. So let's have a look at what I've done. Now you might be able to see that really lovely shimmery pieces on the little berries and around the side of this. Now this is something else that's new, which I am going to show you. This is the gold, Vegas gold, and it is shimmer paint. So we're going to have a little look at that as well. And here's another one that I did. I haven't done that on the sentiment yet, but you can see the berries have just got a little bit of gold around there. And if you look at both of them, you can see that they are totally different images that are not Christmassy, but lend themselves to beautiful cards. So let me show you, I thought we would have a go today with, let's have it that way around, some blues. So I've got, move those out of the way so they don't get in the way. I have got Coastal Cabana. I've got Pacific Point, which is just a gorgeous blue. And I've got Bermuda Bay, and I thought we'd have a little look at those and see what we can do with those ones. So let's take some of these images out. We're going to start with this rather nice leaf. So let's get a block, and I think we're going to stamp it in the dark Bermuda Bay all the way around first, and let's see what that does. So up. I'm just going to pop it in the corners. So just literally placing it in. It's going to be fairly sort of random, but as most of my things are, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to pop one in each one of the corners like this, and then maybe one. Let's have one going facing upwards that way, and we'll have it facing downwards this way, I think, like that, and we'll do the same that way. So that one was facing upwards, and we'll have this one facing downwards like that. Okay, I think that'll be fine for that one. So now we're going to just get my cleaning mat out without moving all my cards. So simply chamois, a little bit of a wipe, and then we are going to, let's have a look, let's do the inside of it, shall we? So that's the little inside piece. I'll take that one out. Pop that one there. Phew, excuse me. Right, now we are going to do, let's do the light, the coastal cabana inside. I think might look quite nice. So, ink that one up. And we have to line this up. I'm going to bring it down slightly. It's always difficult to line up on camera because you can't put your head over the top of it. And I'm very much a head over the top of it person. So let's just try and get that out on the side, twist it around a little bit, that should be about right. Get round on here, do the same. I'm just getting it slightly out at the bottom, but that's because of my camera shot. That's a better one. Okay, so I have to look at it over in a bit of a slant on the camera, whereas as say normally you'd look straight over the top of it and line it up perfectly, but that's we're getting there. So I love two-step stamping because it saves you having to colour. I do love colouring, as you know. My watercolour pencils are my favourite colouring tool, but I also like simplicity as well, and this is a really easy way of doing it. So just stamp that through and we'll have that one in on there like that. Okay, so that's two-stepped on there. Let's just close this one up and clean that off as well. So a bit of a clean. Lovely. Okay, pop that one in on there as well for the time being. So what are we going to use now? Let's do these berry ones. And I think I want to do the berries in that blue. I think will work quite nicely. So let's have Bermuda Bay as the outside again. And then this time we're going to put some berries in. So let's have one sort of up in that direction and one facing the other way in that direction. I think will work. Turn it round and we'll have one this way and we'll have one the other way facing like that, and then maybe we should have some sort of down at the bottom here. Let's have one in between here and we'll have one straight up, one in this little corner, like filling in spaces so it looks sort of a little bit balanced, but again fairly random. So one up in the centre on there and then one just tucked in there. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's take that one out and then we're going to put these ones in this lovely blue. Pacific Point is, I've had a lot of people ask me about this gorgeous colour, and it really is a lovely bright vibrant blue, which is I think will work perfectly for this. So let's get the inside piece of this for the two-step stamping, which is this little one. Okay, so put that on the block and let's see if we can line this one up. This might be a little bit trickier, but we'll have a go. So let's do a full one first. So we want two at the top and one down at the bottom like that. I think that might be about right. Oh yes, very nice. I like that blue. Tuck this one in on here like that. Make it round. That one down at the bottom. That. This one down in on here. It looks like little blueberries, or maybe blackberries, but they're a little smooth, or maybe damsons. Damsons are this sort of lovely blue colour, aren't they? And they're all about at the moment. Just I have a damson tree at the end of my garden which is dropping damsons in, so damsons are really nice nice colour. So let's pop this one down here. As I say, you will spend more time lining it up. As you can see, I'm trying to do it at an angle on the camera, so it's not going to be absolutely perfect, but it will do. Okay, so that's that bit done. Now let's put a sentiment in the centre, shall we? Let's do a sentiment in that lovely blue. So what I've done is I've cut myself a piece of just the largest ovaled framelit, which I think will work perfectly in the centre there. So let's, what sentiment are we going to use? I think we shall use, if I can find one, I don't want to use a Christmas one. Let's use one that isn't a Christmas one. So we'll have, just put it, I think I had it up here somewhere. Did I have it on there? No, I didn't. I have put one up on here somewhere and I've just lost it in my hurry to get things ready. So we'll have, oh, let's use the one that we used on this one. Okay, so we'll use this one, which is How Beautiful a Day Can Be When Kindness Touches It, which will go lovely there. Okay, so now we're going to use this lovely shimmer paint, Vegas Gold. So give it a shake. It's got a little ball bearing in the bottom, so it shakes everything up. And then if you just open the lid, you can actually see you get quite a lot in the lid. So I've taken a sponge dauber and we are going to, I'm just going to take the what's on the lid, because you really don't need very much at all. So just taking a little bit from there, and we're literally just going to take it around the edges. So you can see as you move it, you can just get it round the edges quite nicely, and it takes just a second to dry, so you can sort of work it through and just give it that little bit of a gold touch on there. See if we can take a little bit up from there, tiny dab more. Whoops. Whoa. There's me throwing it about everywhere, I don't know. Take it round from there. Okay, just literally take it round the edge. You can smooth it in as you go, because it's quite a liquidy sort of paint, and it does work beautifully along here, and it gives that lovely little sort of gold shimmer. So let's just smooth some of these pieces out a bit. A little bit more maybe up in that corner. And you can see you have a gorgeous gold shimmer around it. So let's do exactly the same round here. As you can see, a little bit goes a long way. And when you're doing round on the stitched part, it's easier to go because you've got a line to sort of follow up to. Let's take that little bit that I wasted down there. Put it on there. Okay, take it round, and as I say, you need very little because it just gives the most beautiful little shimmer. Turn it round a bit. There we go. So that's got a lovely shimmer around the side as well. We're going to have it that way around, aren't we? Yes, beautiful. Okay, and let's put the lid on here. Oh no, we leave the lid off for a second. So I'm going to take a very fine paintbrush. Smooth that at the moment, and we're just going to pick up a tiny little bit of this on the paintbrush, and we're just going to give the berries just a little bit of a glint. So it's a matter of just putting just a little bit, and you can take every little piece out from the lid. So just literally just stroking it round on each one, just to give a little bit of a glint of colour. Like that. And again, just a little tiny dab, because all you're doing is trying to just get, once it dries, you just have a lovely little bit of glint of the gold on there, and it just makes it look very sort of opulent. Good word, isn't it? Opulent. Very nice, and makes a card look just that little bit more special. And again, the beautiful shimmer paint is available from the 5th of September. So not long now. And if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will find that I will be showing you quite a few ideas with some of the new products. And although it is an autumn-winter catalogue, which is very much Christmas themed and Halloween and things, I will be trying to do some standard cards without. Okay, so now you can see you've just got that bit of shimmer on. So let's take a piece of, I think I'm just going to do it on a plain white background, like that in the centre, and then just put this in. So you now have, let's go back and show you all the different ones we've done. So we've got that one in the blues. We've got this one, which I haven't done an extra piece for, but we've got this one in the reds. Actually, that was Flirty Flamingo. Let's put that on as if there was a centerpiece on. You could do whatever you want. And then I've got this one, which is in the Blackberry Bliss, because they were blackberries. So you've got that as there. So you can see you have a really completely different look, depending how you do it. Put that one on there, I think. So I don't know really which one's my favourite. I would probably say the blue one, and then probably the blackberries. This is very pretty as well. Let's take it with the sentiment on it and put it on there so you can see it more as it is. Yes, you see that looks really nice as well. So you can see you've got all sorts of different colour combinations that you can do, and just by putting a little tiny piece of this shimmer paint around the sides, it just makes it really beautiful and sparkly. So let's put this one back here, which is the one we did today. And as I say, I don't glue anything down because you all know how to glue it, and then I can fiddle around with it afterwards to get it exactly straight. So there we go. How beautiful a day can be when kindness touches it. So a beautiful card using what you would look at first of and see as a Christmas stamp, but in fact it's so much more. So thank you so much for watching me, and I do look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye.